Good morning, everybody. It's Alan again. It's Wednesday, May 6th, and we are in the middle of week 2 of Module 5. So I wanted to post just a quick video to check in with everybody. I know I've been posting a lot of stuff lately regarding your assignments, announcements, all those things. So I'm going to try to keep this relatively short, but I did want to pop in. This week we are talking about exemplification essays. And exemplification is well, as I said in one of my announcements, it's a big word that really just means explaining a concept using examples. So the essay you're going to be writing for me this week is going to be doing exactly that. There are 5 words listed in Unit 2 that are sort of abstract words that I want you to explain as fully as you can by using examples. And you'll find all the details for that in the unit. There are a couple of good readings about exemplification and some grammar activities about sentence fragments. It's a very common thing that I see in new writers. So I think you'll, if you know that you have an issue with your sentence structure, those sentence fragment exercises may be particularly used to you. But even if you're pretty good with that, taking a second look, just kind of keeping yourself up to date, refreshing yourself, is not a bad idea. The main thing that I wanted to talk about today is really just some basic feedback on our discussion boards and on the papers that we're writing. And these are just some common things I'm seeing that people are getting wrong or people are forgetting. Essentially, these are dumb ways to lose points. And so I just want to kind of nip it in the bud now and make sure that we're all on the same page regarding your assignments and expectations. What I've seen so far, really, truly, I've been very impressed. You guys had a great first week on the discussion board. I like most of the papers that I'm reading so far. I like, the discussion board stuff. Everyone should have back their discussion board stuff. The rest of it is filtering back to you guys over the next day or so. But the discussion board stuff was great. The papers so far have been, very good starts. So I am very pleased. But I wanted to just put this out there so that way everybody kind of knows where we're coming from, or where I'm coming from rather, and what you can expect, especially if this is your first class at Post. These are some basic rules that are going to help keep you, you know, essentially keep you in line, get you used to the format. So, first things first, the discussion board. Okay, our discussion board expectations for this class, and every class is similar, although there may be little variations. But on our discussion board, every week you need to make sure that between Monday of every week and Sunday at the end of the unit, you've responded to 2 different classmates. You make your initial post by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and by the end of the week, you have responded to 2 other people. This is important to keep the discussion flowing, to make sure that interaction. We don't have a physical classroom, so the discussion board is the way that we do this. It's the way that we have a conversation, and the conversation doesn't evolve, it doesn't move forward if everyone's not participating. So make sure you're doing that, talking to at least 2 different classmates throughout the week. You also want to be sure you're posting on at least 3 different days of the week. Okay, the discussion that we're having on Monday or Tuesday may not be the same thing by the time we hit Friday or Saturday. Sometimes there'll be a really interesting diversion that happens. We'll go down a really interesting path in a certain area about a certain work or something like that. And you're going to miss all that if you make your posts on Monday and Tuesday and then never again. And frankly, posting throughout the week shows me that you're paying attention. You may very well be reading every single day, every single post, doing exactly what you're supposed to. But if you make all of your posts on Monday, I have no way of knowing that. So this is showing me that you're paying attention to the discussion as it evolves, as it changes, and as it grows through the week. Okay, so 2 different classmates, 3 different days, and of course that first post in by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Also, the discussion boards are you can't make them up once they're done. Okay, there are because so much of that grade is dependent on you interacting with your classmates. Everyone else moves on every Monday, so if you've missed that boat, then you've missed that boat. Okay, and this is something else that I just want to make sure is completely clear. Interacting with the rest of the class is an important part of your discussion grade. If you're not interacting, you're really only doing half the work. So if there are no responses to your classmates, I can only give you half credit at maximum for the week. And again, it's a dumb reason to lose points, so make sure that you're getting in there, you're talking to your classmates. And then this is just formatting, this is just greeting, this is vocabulary is completely escaping me this morning. I'm sorry. But you want to make sure every post starts with a greeting. Just hello, hello class, hello Bob, hello, whomever. Just some sort of a greeting. And you want to end it with a signature. Yes, I know your name is right there on the left-hand side, but give me their name at the top, your name at the bottom on every post. Okay, and this is part of your professionalism grade, that section of your discussion grade each week. So I mentioned this back in my discussion board details announcement last week, but I wanted to reiterate it again here. Again, it's something that it's something that I am looking for. It's not going to sink your entire grade for the week, but again, dumb reason to lose points. So just be aware of it. All right. Short exercises and papers. Again, you should see those grades coming back to you very soon if you don't see them already. Just some basic things I'm seeing, and the stuff you've already turned in. Again, this is the first week. For some of you, this is your first class. So if you didn't do this, don't flip out, but just be aware of it moving forward. First of all, your short exercise and your larger papers, everything you're submitting to me is done in APA format. Okay, that means that there is a running head in the top left of each page, and there's a page number in the top right of every page. This also means each of these assignments, both the short exercises and the larger papers, should have a cover page, and they should have a reference page. Okay, if you're unsure how to do this, if you're still trying to find your way through the APA format thing, take a look at the video in the writing tips folder along the left-hand side. There's the green menu there. We have a writing tips folder. It's got a bunch of great stuff in it, but one of the prominent things, there's a video there that says APA format, 6th edition, something like that. Take a look at that video. It will walk you through the steps of APA format, and you'll find a lot of other good details in there as well. It links to the Purdue OWL, the online writing lab, a few other places around the web that are great resources for making sure your APA is correct. So again, running head, page number, cover page, reference page. These are all basic APA things that you want to start to get used to. That's part of the reason I'm having you do it on every assignment. Is APA format is the standard here and in every other school, really. So you want to make sure that you have a good handle on it. Like I said in my last video, APA is no fun. No one likes APA. It's not something that, there's not even a cool mnemonic device you can learn to go like, oh yeah, that's right. It spells out the names of the planets or whatever. No, it's just something you've got to do it and do it and do it until you get better at it. And doing it in every assignment will make you better at it. So cover page, reference page, APA format. Within your essays, okay, these are just, again, basic things that I've been seeing, not just this class, but in all the classes that I've taught. So I want to try to get into this early. Within the paper, make sure you don't want to do like headlines, so you don't want to do section breaks. It should be a single comprehensive essay. In the terms of the short exercises, you don't want to break them up into question 1, question 2. Okay, I want this to be a single piece. When you move from one section of the essay to the other, use transition sentences. These should all be done in a single post that's a couple of paragraphs long, or a single essay, that's a couple of paragraphs long, but you don't want to break it up question 1, question 2. In the larger essays, you don't want to break this up into, you don't want headlines like a USA Today article. It's not academic format, and I think it's going to limit you as a writer. So work on transitioning to everything. Work on talking about all of your points, without stopping and starting like that. Learn to transition. The last thing I want to talk about, and I will say with all these things, I'm going to be posting things throughout the module to try and help guide some of you who are having these recurring problems. You will be getting notes back on everything to, just sort of help address some of the concerns here. So again, if you're feeling very lost, don't flip. We will be talking about them individually through my feedback, and hopefully we can, help everybody overcome whatever specific issues you're having as a student. So the last thing is be aware of page limits on these. Okay, the page limits are there very deliberately, not just the lower limit, but the upper limit. Okay, your short exercise should be 2 to 3 paragraphs. A good-sized paragraph is 7 to 10 sentences. So it shouldn't be less than that. It shouldn't be You should know, it shouldn't be 2 paragraphs that are each 2 sentences each. Not enough. It also shouldn't be 2 pages, because that's way too much. Your narrative essay and the exemplification essay you're writing for me this week, most of the essays you're going to write in this class, 2 to 3 pages. Okay, 2 pages is the lower limit, but 3 pages is the upper limit. Everything that's there is chosen very specifically. Okay, the lower limit is there to make sure that you're exploring everything sufficiently, but the upper limit is there to make sure that you're not going down too many rabbit trails. You know, it's a good skill to be able to really dig in and to get into the nitty-gritty details of everything, but it's an equally important skill to know when to pull back and to know how deep to go into everything and how to how to touch on the important points without getting way too deep in and over your head. So be aware of those page limits, and do your best to abide by them. Every single essay, if it's 2 to 3 pages and you write me 3 1/4, you're not gonna fail. You're not gonna. I'm not going to. It's just simply a matter of looking at what is expected and doing, essentially, doing what's asked. Don't overtax yourself. Don't kill yourself on these. So, okay, this was supposed to be a short video. I'm running it just over 11 minutes. So I'm going to end this here. But don't take this as a downer. Don't take this as, you know, um, anything negative. This is just basic feedback that I want to put out there to everyone. I'm very interested to see what we have going on the discussion board this week. Look for your remaining grades to be back to you guys very soon. And I will see you all on the discussion boards. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great day. Bye.